Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this is the start of something that I've wanted to do for so long called Coaching Corner. But basically I want to get like a more community kind of thing around my channel, I guess, where we're all helping each other out. And like obviously I'm going to be helping you guys with some coaching for free for you guys. Like you can enter and get that. We'll get into it in a second. But also where you guys helping each other out as the same time. So quick disclaimer. I'm only Diamond 3 at the moment. I'm not Beast. I'm not Master Tier. I'm not like an amazing player, but I can consistently get to Diamond. So that is what these coaching videos are going to be good for. If you want to learn the game to a Diamond level and you want to become a Diamond level player, then I can help you do that. And that's really what I'm doing. I'm not a pro player. I'm not trying to coach you to a pro level or anything like that. But I'm trying to help you get to Diamond, I guess, is the point. Now, if you want to enter for this coaching stuff, very quickly, I really wanted to make a community where we're all helping each other out. I think it's really cool and we can definitely do it, something like that. What I've done is I've set up a coaching corner hub on Qutee, and this way what we can do is we can all get involved, we can all help each other out, we can all ask questions, we can answer those questions for each other if we know the answers. And but just participating in this community, this coaching corner community, then you'll be automatically entered to have your game on screen coached instead. Now, I'm going to talk about this at the end of the video because I really don't want to like intro this for too long. So if you want to be coached and you want to be part of this community and get better, make sure you watch until the end of the video. But for now, I guess we're going to get into the actual coaching. So first things first, any AD carry player, you want to make sure you get the first wave dead before the next one comes out. With that trade, actually, you should be firing your feathers and your Q at the AD carry, not the support. Especially Nami, she has 3 potions, Misfortune only has 1, right? But focus on the minions. So these 2 casters that were alive here and also here, these should be dead before the next one comes, because if you're focusing on those part, you won't be focusing on the second wave and you're going to lose the level 2 fight, which you're kind of doing now. You should be using auto attacks as much as possible to get these first few down. So the combo we're looking for here is Q into auto attack into an immediate E afterwards, which is a guaranteed route, and that's how you're going to set up most of the fight. So Q at the person, auto attack instantly, press E, and it's a guaranteed route. So your E is most of your damage and you just use it right there. That's not really gonna like do anything for you. You can't just blow the cooldown because it's quite long early. If you had it here and you used that combo that I was talking about, the Q into auto attack into E, the Evelyn would have been 100% dead. So wasting your E cooldown early is actually really bad. You need to make sure that you're trying to keep that. What you do in this situation is you wait for them to push because they're 2. So the AD and support for the enemy team, they push into you. You just collect it on the tower. You don't base. That was a really poor base timing. Because if we go back to the lane now, you see how many minions are going to miss it. You're going to miss this one. Plus we have one more wave here. If you see, this is obviously mirrored on the other map. So if this one's hitting this tower here, it'll be hitting this tower on the other side. So you're going to be missing all of these minions, plus you're going to be missing another wave on top that is going to crash into the tower. So this is probably about 15 CS that you're going to lose. The experience is massive. You're level 3, Misfortune's level 4, and she's still in lane, man. It's like she's still getting this CS as well. So that is something that you just have to think about in your head a little bit more. Just like chill. Don't go and lose your health, because that all started with a really poor trade where you lost your health, right? Don't lose your health in the first place. Stay anyway under tower and just have some regen, and you should be pretty good, and you'll be able to collect that CS anyway. So I'm not really gonna like bash you about CS and stuff, because that's just something that comes with practice, right? And everybody knows you really need to focus on CS more than anything else at this point. But one thing you're doing is pushing really heavily against an Evelyn. So this is what happened at the very start of the game, right? You pushed, you got ganked, you blew both your summoners because you were pushing and she came around behind you. Now that can happen at any point this game. So what you should really be doing is starting to freeze the lane, and that's how you get a lot of kill potential as well. So you're gonna, okay, well, when Cyan does this, I guess it's pretty hard. That should have been a stun though, 100%. That should have been a kill, Misfortune. You're playing really passive, where this game, like, the reason I picked this game, by the way, for everybody else watching, is because he gets carried really hard. Auto attack E, there we go. So that's the combo, and you see now she's just instantly dead. That should have probably happened a couple of times already. That's good. The combo can be a little bit quicker, so go into practice mode and practice on a target dummy, pressing Q, cancelling the Q animation with the auto attack, and pressing E afterwards. Like almost basically as soon as the auto attack is left, press your E to recall it, and it will insta stun somebody or root somebody. Okay, so this now, you should actually freeze this like 100%. The way you're clearing this is like, I understand because you don't want to push into a tower, that's fine, but like killing these minions now is just pushing the lane back into the middle again. And this is where, like, because you guys are really strong and because you have a Scion ultimate as well that can run down and chase people, Like, you could be just sitting there with so much CS really far away from their tower, and there's nothing they can really do to you. But you see how you're kind of losing trades a little bit? This is because it's in the middle of the lane. So you, again, using your E is quite poor, because now imagine if you had your E, man. That misfortune is 100% dead. So like, using your E cooldown here is actually really harming your lane phase quite a lot. You need to be holding it for when you know you're going to get a stun, or just recognizing that you get a stun a little bit better. Using it for random harass like that and stuff is not really that good. Like, you really have got to stop doing that, because it actually harms your lane quite a lot. Now, if we're looking here, what I'm looking at is a Katarina. See on the minimap right now, she's just killed, I think she killed Twisted Fate, but I don't know about that part, but she is roaming down the river. There's two things here. So firstly, you should have actually looked at the minimap and had a little bit more awareness, because if you're chasing a gank like that and it's kind of a bit stretching and stuff, you need to make sure you know where the other laners are, because mid lane, jungle and stuff could easily flank around you. But also, if we watch the bot lane, now don't watch the minimap or anything, you see how they turn around here. They still know Warwick is here, right? There's only one reason that they're going to turn around, and that is because you're going to get ganked. So at this point, as soon as you see them running forward again, you have got to run. Like, you should know by their body language and their play that you are about to get ganked, right? Like, there's no other reason, honestly, that they would turn around like that. So a quick point that I want to make for everybody, because a lot of people don't understand why I keep saying about the minion stuff, and like why I'm saying freeze a wave. Yeah, like, if people don't think, because you're not killing stuff with the waves, you don't think they actually make so much difference. Let's have a look at the gold scores. She's actually 50 gold behind you right now, and that's literally it, if I could speak English. Probably because you're buying so many potions and stuff as well, she's actually got more effective gold in her inventory than you do at the moment. And that is purely because you're pushing it into a tower. She's got 1 kill and 1 assist, which is helping as well. But her CS score is actually better because you're AFK pushing into a tower and she's able to pick up the CS. So this is why CS stuff makes a difference, because like, you probably feel like you're doing okay this game. She is 1 and 3, so you think she's actually very weak, but she isn't, because of the CS levels and because you're pushing in as well. So it's just something where people think, like, they underestimate the effect of actually like controlling the lane a little bit more and making the opponent useless, rather than just making yourself strong. So this is another thing where you're like, okay, I got my tower, what do I do now, right? Really should not be running into the jungle like this when you don't have any. That is actually, yeah, okay, that's actually really good play. Almost. All right, nice. That was actually good. It worked out, but this is something that can go really wrong at the same time in a lot of games. So what you should really be doing now is either going mid lane or going top lane. So like, pushing bot this far is really, really risky when you don't have any wall coverage and stuff. It's how you actually throw your lead. Even though you don't really have much of a lead right now, it's how they get back in the game and they get fed. So you want to be swapping to another lane really at this point. Sure, go and push the wave, but then rotate up, right? If your teammates are going to let you, you can go top. It's the best swap. But even just mid, roaming and trying to get a gank off with Xayah's ultimate should be pretty easy. So you don't really want to AFK push bot like that. It worked this game, but like, that's not going to work every game. If you wait until you're going to auto attack somebody and then you press Q first and then do it, like, that's a guaranteed route afterwards, which your team is then going to follow up on after that, if that makes sense. That's pretty risky. Yeah. That's not much of a surprise that happened, honestly. So one of the other things is you're using your ultimate very aggressively every single time. It's not... Is that going to kill him? Nice. So your ultimate is like your only defensive tool. You're an immobile, short-ranged AD carry. And without your ultimate, you are really going to struggle. So this is one of the problems where you get the tower, you have the objective. Even if that worked out, what do you get, right? You get like 1 or 2 kills, maybe. You kill the Evelyn, okay. But like, you can't push anymore. You can't really get anything anymore. What you could have done there is just like left from the tower. You had the tower gold. That's great. Don't really grieve for the kills. This Garen oversteps massively, and you can get an immediate root, some good damage on him, and then you're going to be able to have your team follow up as afterwards. So don't use your Q right then, because it's absolutely doing nothing. Like, it's just kind of waste. A lot of Xayah players don't think it actually does anything, but it's really important for setting up your combo, so don't do that. Wait for this Garen to come forward. If you see now, you see how he just runs at you, right? You Q and auto attack him here. You press your E. That's an immediate stun on the Garen. He can't get onto you anyway, and you can unload some decent damage onto him, which is going to be really good. But again, I think you blow your E a little bit early here. Yeah, so you press E again, which is just like basically okay, I can't get in the fight anymore. I've got some feathers down. Let's just press E for damage. It's not really about that. Like, you need to use it a bit more sensibly, because it is really, really important. It's a lot of your damage in mid-game. When you only have an Essence Reaver, which is what you have right now, your damage comes from your E basically. Like you have a lot of AD and your some crit, and that is what your E feeds into, right? So you need to make sure that you're prioritizing your E damage more than anything else. It's actually what does the damage right now. So if you had, for example, right now, your E, imagine you press R, you press E, that's a route onto the Evelynn and a kill onto the Katarina. That means that Evelynn is going to die afterwards, and you completely route the fight, right? So even though you win this fight, you don't win it that convincingly. That could have been a completely different fight if you just used your E a little bit differently. So yes, like you won the fight, your team's doing pretty well and stuff, but you could have done a lot better in that time. You could have carried a lot harder, which is what you're going to need to do if you actually want to carry a bad team. Try and take control in the game a bit more, because you are kind of following your team. I know it's hard because you're not as fed as them, but just try and like use your brain a bit more. That sounded really harsh, but like just think a bit more about the game. What do we get after it, right? So okay, we win a fight, but just think about the why afterwards. It will help you win a lot of games, thinking, okay, so we got this, but what do we do after? It's not the why, sorry. It's like, what do we do after? Like, we killed somebody here. What do we get now? Again, you're not really looking at the meme map very much, I can tell, because I'm looking at Warwick, and that was actually a decent ult. I don't know if it's worth it because you weren't in a fight. I don't know if you really wanted to fight either, and you're probably going to die for that now. Oh, that was a good route. Bro, you should have killed him, but you did anyway. Nice. That was actually, that was good kiting. So that was actually better. Go and get that Infernal Dragon, bro. Get the Infernal. I bet you don't even do it. Nope. Okay. Farm the chickens. You're kind of running around like a headless chicken at the moment. No offense, but what you should be doing really, like if you're gonna run to those chickens, farm them, man. You clear them so fast and you can get so much gold like this. So easy, and it's so much more gold. Oh man, I'm gonna tilt. Right. Oh, son, please. Oh, he got somebody. Okay. Using your ultimate like this is really risky though, because there are so many things you've got to dodge, man. Like Nami ultimate, the Katarina R and stuff. These are all things you really need to dodge. And if you've already used your ultimate to engage for like the feathers down, you're going to die. Like imagine if you had it now, right? You don't die there. You probably cut the fight and you might be all right. Yeah, I think it's actually a pretty good game. Obviously you won, which is good. But you didn't really carry. And hopefully this shows you how you would actually carry a game. And not just sit back and kind of wait for your team to carry you, I guess. Okay, so we have finished the coaching stuff now, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun doing it, and it should really help. But we're going to talk about the coaching corner on Qutee now and what the point is. I've actually put a lot of this into a pin post, so we'll go through this and just kind of explain it. But this is Qutee. If you've never seen it before, a lot of you will have because we've worked with them before, but it's kind of like a way of having all these comments together. You can filter comments, you can find comments. So YouTube, like everything gets lost, but on Qutee, nothing does, which is why it's so good. So you see all this stuff down the left hand side. If you come on here and you're like, okay, let's see what other people are asking, you can click on the question one and it would filter all the questions that we have. You can look for answers to questions, so you can see if people are helping. You can talk about this coaching episode and give me some feedback about it, what you thought was cool with the Xayah one, feedback about the general coaching corner itself. If you're looking for help, so you're looking for like duo partner, or if you're looking for some coaching yourself, or just like from other people, not just from me, or you need something, some kind of help. op.gg reviews as well. Put your op.gg in here, see if somebody else can look through it, and I'll try and look through it as well, or some of them, and see if we can give you some advice, and just obviously other as well. So the idea behind this whole thing is that there isn't really a place for people to really come together, have a little community, and get better at the same time, help each other out and stuff. I don't think there's really anything that good. YouTube isn't that good of a platform for it. So this is why I want to do it on Qutee. Each week, we're going to have a new thread like this. So this is week one mega thread introducing Coaching Corner. Each week, we'll have a new topic that we're going to be focusing on mainly. Not the entire purpose of it, but it will just be nice to steer the direction of it. So like week 2 might be about our laning phase, questions about trading, farming, all of that kind of stuff. Items, whatever it is, you can ask those questions specifically, and we'll put more focus on that. Now each week I'm going to pick 1 or 2 people from these threads, and I'm going to just say who's left a comment, who's participated in this kind of community, who's a part of the community. I'm going to be coaching 1 or 2 of you and just asking for a Riot replay file, and we'll coach it exactly the same as this. So really the point is I want to make this a really big community. I want to get people involved, and obviously just as like kind of a thank you for everybody coming together, that will be how we're going to be picking the coaching every single week. We've talked about filtering comments, so you can actually go through and look at what people are saying. But yeah, the idea really is that we help each other out. We're going to be able to talk about different things. We're going to be able to suggest ideas for me maybe as well, like what videos I could maybe make. And then you get coached as well. Make sure you follow me as well so that you get notified when I make the new mega thread, and you can jump in and make sure you're definitely going to get entered for the coaching. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Obviously, it's a new format. Let me know what you think. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, and I will catch you next time.